7KL Productions presents Life's Conversation. This podcast is mind-blowing. The conversations are life-changing. We're going to talk about overcoming and accepting things in life, life's elevation, life's obstacles, and challenges. Tune in every Tuesday at 5 p.m. with your hosts, Roger Gibson and Christy Love. You can find us on all social media platforms. Tune in. Welcome back to Life's Conversation. I am your host, Roger Gibson. Of course, to my right, my beautiful fave, Chrissy Love. So today, I want to do a quick announcement. We want to give you a quick announcement. We want you to subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Please subscribe to the YouTube page at Life's Conversation. Email us. I always ask you guys to email us. You got some topics. Email us your topics at lifesconversationpc@gmail.com. And follow us on all social media.
Please.
So, today, we got us a special guest right here, man. Hey, this is what I've been excited for this one.
Yes,
He well known.
yeah.
He done been in, movies.
Yes.
Check out his movie.
So
Got a movie
proud of
on
him.
Tubi. He been in Chicago PD.
Yes.
He done did The Reawakening.
Yes.
He from the west side of Chicago. 22 years old, young black man.
Yes, he is.
No mother than Keante D. Smith. What's up, Keante?
Appreciate the opportunity to be here, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to get straight into it, man.
I'm
Like
so
I said,
proud
I'm
of
a,
you.
Actor, straight out of Chicago. I done did Reawakening TV show, The
Yes,
Two
yeah.
Brothers. Then from there, got did Chicago PD. Y'all audition for some of y'all big favorite shows. I got a film on Tubi, a few films on Tubi. Matter of fact,
Yes.
a lot of more stuff to come, man. Big stuff coming this year. I got podcasts, so.
Yeah.
I
I
appreciate the
forgot to mention
opportunity.
about the podcast.
Oh, man,
For
it's
sure.
all good. We
Yeah,
got
that's
time. We
22
locked
year
in,
old
man. I'm ready.
podcast.
I'm ready. Yeah,
I love it. I
22,
love
man,
that.
So I'm just trying to put on for the city, man, the right way.
That's right, babe.
So
Right
let me
way.
ask you this, Keante. What made you want to start acting?
Man, that's
In the entertainment field,
it's a
period.
long process to that question. But long story short, what made me really want to start acting was like my grandma. She put me on to like a lot of the old shows. I was young, like I used to watch a lot of cartoons and stuff, but I was like 4, 5 years old, sitting in front of the TV watching stuff like Good Times, Sanford and Son. Like I watch Good Times all day long, bro. When I go to the crib, that's probably all I'm watching, man. But my grandma, and grandfather, they made me like really want to start acting. Just seeing people of color look like me that young.
Okay.
I was like, man, I could do this. So I just started reciting lines and watching all the Tyler Perry plays. And
That's what's
once I
up.
got an age, that's how I started taking it serious. But I knew acting was something I always wanted to do. And not just because I wanted to be on TV, but just because I felt like I knew I could do it. You
It
get what
was
I'm saying?
in you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
for
was
sure.
already
Mhm.
confident. You was born with it.
For sure, most definitely.
Yeah.
You gotta have
Born
that.
with it.
I feel like in order to be successful, like I'm not ever, knocking nobody for wanting to try something new. 'Cause you can
Right.
do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
But I do feel like some stuff just got to be in you. Got to be natural.
Absolutely. I agree.
Like
I
that.
agree.
That's just me. That's just
I
me.
agree.
That's how I started to get into acting, though, being that young.
And what was your first movie that you did?
The first movie I did was When Does It Stop. That's on Tubi right now.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
that's
check
a-
that one out. That's hot. I
That's
like
a,
that.
a real Chicago film.
Yeah,
It's a lot
yeah.
of messages inside
Definitely
the film.
was. Definitely was.
It definitely, it's gonna show some graphic stuff. It is Chicago, so we
Right.
definitely talk about violence.
Mm.
Gun violence at that. But it's definitely a lot of hidden messages that I feel like the youth, not even just the youth, that all people in the city need to hear. So you got time,
Okay.
go check that out on Tubi for
So
sure.
Keante, now let's get to the
The nitty gritty.
nitty
Yeah,
gritty.
let's
The
do
youth.
it.
Tell me
Try to
what-
be youth.
Because I'm 40, right?
Okay.
Well, I'll be 40 in September.
Okay.
Tell me something about the youth that I don't know, baby. Because I'm trying to figure out why they're out there shooting, why they're out there hating on each other, why they out there killing themselves when a certain person don't want them. Give me the mind of the youth right now that you know.
Don't forget the carjacking.
The carjacking. Give me the.
most definitely. I feel like it's a lot of factors going into why like the reason the youth so messed up. Number one, I feel like it ain't no real guidance. That's why
So, wait. So number one is parenting.
parents number one.
You know,
Like,
I've
get into
always
that.
said,
Yeah,
come
get
on,
into
come
that.
on.
You feel me? My mom
Okay.
and grandma, they raised me like, if I even look like I was trying to fit in, throw up a gang sign, they're gonna bend my finger back.
Period.
So,
Okay.
you feel me? I feel like a lot of these parents today, they just need to focus on actually, being active in their child's
Do
life.
I say this? Do I say this all the
You
time?
know, see what's on they. I ain't saying you have to be the most strict parent, but if you really want to know what your child doing out here,
Yeah.
follow some of their social media. See who they
Yeah.
hanging around.
Come on,
with, what they doing.
Keante.
I like that.
So number
I sound
one.
old. I sound
No,
old.
no,
No, you're helping.
You tell
You're
the
helping.
truth.
You're helping,
You have to
babe.
tell the
You're helping
truth.
some
You tell the
parents out
truth.
there who's concerned about
Right,
men
right.
and women.
That
You
child,
say,
right.
I feel
Go
like
into your child's social
I
media.
see it like I see it every day, not even just on social media, just in like period. Like a lot of these parents, they really don't care
Tell me what the
child
parent
doing.
is doing, Keante.
The parent, they doing them. They don't care what their child doing for real.
Okay.
As long as
Come
they
on,
know their
Keante.
child coming in out the crib, they don't. And most of these parents, they taking from their child. You feel
Come on,
me?
Keante.
Right.
So I
Come
feel
on,
like-
Keante.
taking their youth.
Yeah, taking their youth. So I feel like
Okay.
if parents was more focused on like actually being proactive and active in these kids' life and actually just talking to them and being
Come
there,
on, Keante.
I feel like a lot of stuff would be different now. Another factor would
Keante.
be like not even just the parenting, but it's not really as many outlets for the youth out here. Like it's a bunch of positive stuff. Like I do a lot of stuff, but a lot of these
Come
kids
on,
they
Keante.
don't know what's going on other than the rap videos, the music that's
yeah,
glorifying
yeah.
it,
Okay.
and the drugs. So I feel
Yeah.
like all that stuff is playing into it, and these kids they feel like it ain't nothing for them to do for real, and they ain't got nobody teaching them right from wrong. So why not go out here and take what you feel me? I don't know what's given
So
to me.
what you're saying is the children do what they see.
They do what they see. If you don't,
Okay.
if I feel like if I didn't have the people, my mother, grandma, and all the other positive
Go
role
ahead,
models in my
Keante.
life,
Okay.
I feel like I'd be just like the Kia boys and the Robs and the Killers. Cause
Come on,
Okay.
Keante.
Okay.
most of these people they ain't got nobody in their ear telling them don't do that. This not the right way.
So as a parent, we shouldn't put nothing past our children. Is that correct, Keante?
Not at all, not at all. Cause like I say, if I didn't have nobody in my ear telling me what's right from wrong, I'd be out here just like them because it's no real guidance. It's nothing.
Come on, Keante.
I ain't got nothing to lose for real. I'm not
Come
not
on.
worried about you feel me how it's
Right,
gonna
right,
affect my family because
Yeah,
they
come on,
don't
Keante.
care about me for real. So why am I even I ain't got nothing to lose. So I think that's really their mindset.
Right.
Why it's so
Okay.
messed up out here.
And you know what? I noticed something you said. You said your mother and your grandmother that basically raised you. Now it sounds like something like for me, no father figure.
But so my father, like I could really count on him, like even when I was young, like how many times, he was active in my life. And when I got older, it just got worse. And
Right.
I feel like
anger built up.
it definitely did because
I know
I
what
never
you're
been
talking
never been no bad kid, none of that. And it was just I'm the oldest on both sides, and on my daddy
So
side.
pause. Can I ask you a question?
No problem.
Do boys long for their dads, Keante? Tell them dads out there who's not taking care of their
sure.
children, who think because they might not have any money, Keante. But is it money or do
That
you really
time.
want your dad, Keante?
It's never. I'm gonna use my own personal
Use-
experience to answer
use
the
it.
Go
question.
ahead. Like
It's never been about no money, no
Come on,
materialistic
Keante.
things. I feel like even now my life would be different than my father was done.
Yeah. Wow.
And people ask me all the time, like, I'd be like, bro, if I really wanted my father to be in my life, I give all this up, like all the acting and stuff, because I feel like just to live a normal life, like all the acting stuff I do, bro. Don't get me wrong, I love what I do, but to have that bond, with your father, come to your graduations, take you, just seeing you being I feel like that's
One
real.
second,
That's
Keante.
important.
Do y'all hear that Facebook?
That's important to me.
That's deep.
If you don't share this because of us, share it because of Keante.
And he's speaking
Like,
of real.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
this
saying?
is
He's
nothing
saying
made up.
like
This is
It's
real.
real.
boys need their daddies,
It's
man.
real.
It ain't
They
about no
fathers,
money. It ain't about what you got, right, Keante?
It's not about
Boys
none of that.
need, and girls need them too, but boys need them. I can't, even though us women, we put on the front like we can raise
Right,
boys.
right.
I can't, it's a difference when
Right,
I
when
talk
a
to
man-
my
Yeah,
Those
husband
talk.
talk.
it's a
Exactly.
big
It's a
difference. Like,
difference,
don't
man.
give me my mother and grandmother. They did a phenomenal job
The best
raising
they
me
could.
Right.
for sure.
But it been a
wearing
much
multiple hats,
different. Your
but
dad.
yeah, I would feel like my life would be in a completely different, realm if my
Go
father
ahead,
was just
Keante.
active in my life. And
Yeah.
just to go in a little bit into that,
Go ahead.
my mother, she had me when she, when she was young.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she instantly, put it into her brain like, okay, yes, I'm a young mother, but I'm gonna make sure I gotta do what I gotta do for
That's
my
what I'm
son.
talking about.
And my grandma made sure she instilled that in her. So
That's right.
That's what's up.
it was kind
That's
of
a
a
blessing.
tough love thing. Like, yeah, you okay. It might have been, this wasn't playing you a young mother, but we gonna make sure you
Right.
stand on business.
That's right,
And so
Keante.
going back into my father, he was only around a few times in my life as young when I was like
Yeah.
real young. I'm talking about
Right,
like I
right,
was
right.
probably like 5, 6, 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And even so, he would just have me around multiple females and stuff. So like I
Yeah.
was around him, but even then I wasn't really around him.
You didn't get your dad. You didn't get your dad.
I ain't get
And
my
that's
dad.
something
Y'all
it
one-on-one
might,
Get my dad.
and it's something that he might even get mad, but I tell him. I tell him all the time. I say, hey, when you pick up Junior, Junior don't want to be with you and Barbara. Junior want to be with his dad.
Yeah.
You be with Barbara on your time.
Yeah.
sure.
And
He
and
want to
that's-
be.
and that's-
You want to be
and
with
when
your
you
dad.
young, you
Yeah.
don't really care. It's like, you ain't around, mom. You get to do what you kind of want to do with your daddy. So
Right.
I wasn't really tripping, but as you get older, you kind of see stuff for what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
So as I did get older, going into middle school and 8th grade, it was just like it was just a bunch of excuses. But it was also like he was taking care of other kids too. So I was hurt. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Slap in your
Jealous.
face,
yeah,
right?
real
yeah.
stuff in my face, and
Yeah.
I could see it on.
Was he with that mom?
I'm
You're not sure. Okay. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm not really too sure. I think he was for the most part. I think he was, but even still, was like I'm the firstborn, so I feel like I should
supposed
get.
to be
yeah,
right.
I'm
Press the
supposed to
bell
be.
out.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be. And it was like my mother. We ain't never been, homeless or nothing like that.
Praise
But
God.
praise
Praise
God.
God.
we-
Praise God.
it was some times where you feel me. It could have been some help on his end, and he could have did more.
Yeah.
And not to put his business out there, but as far as like money and as far as stability, like he could have helped out a way lot more than
was
he
straight.
did. And
Yeah.
I just look at it now like I'm really just getting out of trying to figure out what I did wrong, because I used to blame myself a lot, like
Come on.
what I'm doing wrong.
Come
Like,
on.
Okay,
bro.
let me pause
Come
you.
on,
Yeah.
bro.
Do you hear that, Facebook?
Come on, bro.
for
Man,
sure.
you
That's
got
real.
your sons, your babies.
I never
thinking
really
about
spoke about
what
this
they're
too,
doing
so I'm
wrong.
glad
And I know
I brought me in. I
Yeah.
can say it.
No,
I can-
no problem.
Keante didn't do anything. It's
Right.
because his father wanted to run the streets and he didn't want to handle his responsibility. And I'm not knocking his dad because
Right.
his dad was young.
Right.
So when you're young, you're not thinking about
Right,
it,
exactly.
baby.
You don't know how to be no
You know,
father.
but I'm letting you guys know before you get a child, once you get a child, it's not about you anymore. It's not about
It's
you
not.
anymore. You hurt the baby.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And when you pick up your children, pick up your children. Don't pick up your children with Barbara. Don't pick up your son with Jason. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying when you have quality time with your children, do it with your children. They don't need to be around who you dating
Right.
until you make this your wife or your
Until you know for sure that's
this
what-
person's gonna be around.
Yeah.
Like make your children a priority, man. And
But
sometimes we don't.
But you
We
know
don't.
what, Faye? Not to cut you off. And man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I tell this, bro, I admire you, bro. Because
Appreciate it, bro. For
at
real.
the end of the day, bro, 22, bro.
He's
and,
doing awesome. I'm so
and
proud.
everything you said, God still kept that in your spirit to show you that what's out here in these streets ain't for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You didn't use that excuse that I know a lot of young brothers use. I ain't had no dad. I ain't had none of that.
Yeah.
And for you to say my mama, my grandmama
Mm-hmm.
did that,
Yeah.
Most
bro, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Most
I mean,
definitely.
flowers to your mother, your grandmama.
Yeah,
hands
man,
down.
They probably
Kudos,
watching right
y'all.
now. They probably
Flowers,
watching right now.
flowers to
Kudos.
Miss Smith. Flowers
Yeah,
to
Miss
them.
Smith, Miss Hawk.
Yeah.
Miss
Great job.
Flowers
Amazing
to
job.
y'all.
Amazing.
Because the thing is, you didn't let none of that distract you. It's just like I was, just to piggy on your movie real quick. I looked at it, and I looked at the part where you was telling your homie like, man, I ain't going with you.
For sure.
I ain't going to get that out the crib. Don't worry about where I got one from. It's just like I say in that movie, you spent so much messages in that movie. Like you said, it's a lot of messages until now. And I chimed in. I say, man, he right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people at 22 don't think like that.
Not at all.
So much respect. Even the part where the gas station part.
Mhm.
When they knocked the little
You
old
better
lady.
look
Yeah.
at the movie.
You know what I'm
Okay, he
saying?
looked at the movie,
Yeah,
right?
so nah, yeah.
When they knocked the little old lady, how my man say, man, ignore them. You know what I'm saying? Even though you still told your man, like, man, why you do that? You know what I'm saying? It's no more. People don't respect the elders no more. And none
Yeah,
of that
they
no more.
definitely don't. I feel like, bro, like I'll be real humble about a lot of stuff,
That's a
but
blessing.
a lot of people tell me like, bro, you don't even move like you 22, 21, like you move like you old, and I'm with all that. Like it goes back to my mama and grandma. I'm real big on morals and principles, so I hold the door for everybody. I show love to everybody.
That's what's
up.
I'm real genuine. I stand on my respect more. I see old ladies coming down the street. Like if it ain't enough room, I move out the way because I know how it go, and they don't be expecting that,
Yeah.
and that's why a lot of people be
From
like,
the
bro.
young generation.
Yeah, they don't be expecting that. That's why a lot of people, I guess, they be so infatuated with what I do. But it's just like a second nature. Like I said, I be
Yeah.
humble, so I be chilling, bro.
Let me ask you this. Like,
Mhm.
just recently, the guy killed his girlfriend.
Yeah.
at a young
Come on,
age,
cuz.
and then
Come
we
on,
got
come on, come on,
we
come
got
on, come on.
the other guy. I mean, it's like four of them happened back to back
For
Yeah.
sure.
that
Mhm.
couldn't accept a letting go at a young age. So
Come on.
have you ever? Now we're gonna talk about
We
your life.
honesty.
Come
We
on.
talk about
Honesty.
lifestyle.
Honesty.
Have you ever got to
Always.
that point to a press where you was dealing with a female, and it pushed you to that?
Come on, Keante.
Huh,
Help
if
somebody,
I,
Keante.
I ain't gonna lie. If it's been situations where
Come on,
I've been
Keante.
into some real heavy, serious stuff with a female, and you feel me. I think a lot of people, we show all the good in relationships, but
Mm-hmm.
behind closed doors, we all go through our own stuff
Absolutely.
and trials and
Yes.
tribulations,
Yes.
and not even just speaking for me, but I've seen it where certain relationships domestic violence or even
Right.
just verbal abuse, because it's more than one,
I
Come
know
on
you're
now.
it's
right.
more
Come
than
on,
one
come on now.
form of abuse, I should say.
This boy
So,
ain't 22, but go ahead.
Right?
yeah, it's more than one form. So
Well,
I done
man.
seen it from the verbal, the physical, and I feel like us as I don't really know, because I never been
Well,
to the
tell me honestly, as a young man,
for sure.
how does it feel to be rejected? That's what I want to know.
Because that's what they couldn't take the
Because
rejection.
they couldn't take the rejection. I don't want you
I
to speak
think
for
I
them.
think
I want you to speak
I
for
think it
Keante.
got to do about like mental state. Cause me personally,
Mhm.
if I ever been rejected, I just take it to the chin. I move on. I ain't gonna never. I
You
ain't
ain't
gonna
think about
never.
killing her, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna ever feel so rejected and so hurt to the point where I feel like I gotta bash you. I gotta put my hands to you, hurt you.
Yeah.
I get. I'm the only boy on my mom's side, so I don't even play like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm the oldest too, so
Mhm.
I don't even play like that. But I feel like it's a mental thing. It's a mental state. Like
Okay. So it's their mental.
yeah, it stay mental because
Okay.
I find it hard to believe that all these men out here, we just taking rejection and yeah, I'm finna do something to her. She can't have no like that's. I feel like
You think
that's
it's
not
mental.
normal. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing.
I agree with him.
It's a
Okay.
mental
Because
thing.
I've been down that road, and for him to be 22,
So you
It
so
said-
wait.
it said he
So when
didn't
you've been
really-
down there, you've been mental.
yeah, it was a mental thing. I can't.
And like it's like
yeah.
even like me personally, I only been in like one real serious relationship. I
Right,
take
you're
that shit
22. I
serious,
mean,
Yeah.
come
But
on.
so, but
right.
even then, even when we was going through our problems, it was like I would get mad and I would get angry and I lash out, but
Yeah.
I never really like lashed out on her.
Yeah.
Like I just take that frustration and put it somewhere else.
Mhm,
And I
mhm.
feel like that's what
You shifted.
that's what you gotta do. That's why I say it's a mental thing, because if you not all that way wrapped up there in the brain, you gonna lash out. You gonna tweet because it's something in your head and it's not clicking.
So Keante,
hmm
is it something in your head that's not clicking that you feel like something is wrong with you?
You could say that. Like I say, I have my moments, but I feel like my mental state is it's never that bad to the point where I want to go out and hurt somebody because somebody made me feel some type of way. It's not that deep to me. It's
right.
really not.
That's me too.
So that's why I say like a lot of these dudes' mental state and all the tragic stuff that's happened with these females getting killed, it's their mental state. I
mental state.
guarantee you, out of all them people who did that, I don't feel like none of them were you just regular, going to work. It was something wrong with them that the female either didn't see right away or it was just too late and some tragic happened behind that. So that's why I tell people like when you out here dating and messing around, you before you even take somebody serious, you gotta see them in every season when they happy, when they mad, how they react, all that. You gotta see that.
22, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
Background check. 22.
Mhm,
Background
mhm.
check. 22.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what? And it's like I see so many with the youth generation. At first, if we go back down memory lane,
Mm.
we had brothers killing each other. That was one. Then now we got the carjacking. Now it seems like it's just taking turns. Now we got guys killing their girls. It's like it's just so much taking. It's just so much taking turns. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and it's sad that y'all the young brothers, you know what I'm saying, or even the females that just get caught up in bad situations, can't go nowhere, straight bullets or. But now let me ask you this: do you think? Okay, now I'm not a big music fan. My son, he put me on certain music. So, do you think the music is like a major influence for the youth to make them do stuff?
It definitely is, bro. And
Oh wow.
it definitely is like, and I listen to all that music, but so don't get me wrong. I'm not never knocking nobody creative art, cause rap this gonna be here long before we gone. So you can't do nothing about the music. But I feel like the music is definitely a big influence on the youth because you turn that radio on, you turn them playlists. 9 times you're gonna hear, we gonna rob you for your car, we gonna shoot, we gonna do this and that. So they hearing that's hyping them up to like it's cool to do that. It's just kind of like going into video games and movies. Like certain people you gonna watch some, you might see it on TV, it ain't gonna make you want to do it, but it's gonna be somebody out here who's gonna, oh man, I see this happening. It's cool to do that. But the music.
Question, Keante. Is peer pressure a big factor in you guys' generation?
Yeah, peer pressure, it definitely is too, because like I say, go back to the guidance. You ain't got that guidance, and then you might run into, you feel me, a big homie or somebody around your age and be like, man,
Well, I'm sorry, so they're called, because we haven't been out there a while, so they're called big homies?
Yeah, per se. You could call them big homies.
Okay.
So look,
and what do
somebody
they
that's
do?
in
What
your-
do they do, Keante?
Man, the big homie, you feel me?
They look out for you?
It's two types. They both in the streets, but one, he gonna play it to an extent, like he gonna make sure you good, but you still gonna be out here doing dirt.
Right, but did you know this though? I didn't know about
And
big
then
homies.
it's
I
the
thought
other
big
one. It's
homies.
the other one who just don't care what you doing. They gonna
I know
influence
I
you.
love some.
Influence you.
But
to
you knew
do
they were
all
called a
the
big
wrong
homie.
stuff.
Come on, be
It's
real.
the little homies, the
Some
big
call
homies,
me
you know.
big homies sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh, so you a big homie?
Yeah, I'm a big homie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out because I'm a big homie.
Oh my God, you ain't a real big homie.
Guy in the right
Okay.
way. And like, and I'm glad you said that. And it's like even like the drugs, it's popping pills and
Yeah, man. No,
it's
I
just
don't
so
do none of
much
that stuff. But
man.
all that peer pressure and the music, all that is. If you don't have no guidance, who out here guiding you? It ain't
And
yourself.
I've always said the parent. Always say
That's what
that.
I'm saying.
Always.
It's definitely the music, because what you hear in these rap songs, you hear about the robbing.
But even you,
the killing.
Keante, you said you hear the music, right?
Yeah, that's.
But you had good parents.
Yeah,
you had a mother and a
I
grandmother.
know right from wrong.
Come
You know,
on,
it's just
come on, baby.
entertainment.
It's entertainment. It's for a game.
Because half of,
I could listen to
Right.
the Lil Durk and the PGF Nook, and I could
And
turn
you
around
right.
and listen to some Summer Walker or some
Wait.
Marvin Sapp. I
Let's
could do
get
all
it. Let's
that.
get it. Let's get it. Let's
Wait,
get
who was the
it.
second one? The Lil Durk. I know Lil Durk. Who was
You
that?
got Lil Durk, PGF Nook. That's one of the hottest Chicago.
Oh,
artists right now. It's so
baby,
many.
yo.
I'm gonna Google him. I'm gonna look him
Yeah,
up.
Okay.
it's so many you could listen to, and like, don't get me wrong, I listen to a lot of versatile artists too, but if you listen to most of the music that's coming from Chicago, it ain't doing nothing but talking about popping pills, robbing, killing.
What we do.
And that's it.
My God.
And these kids, that's what they like, and that's what man. Sometimes when I'm in the car and I hear some of my favorite songs, I be driving a little fast. I be feeling like I'm on. That's how I know it's that easy. That's how I know it's
Too
literally
much,
that
right.
easy. Yeah, she was excited. She was excited.
I was like,
Cool. But that's how I know,
Okay,
like
you're right.
it's that easy when you ain't got no real
No
influence,
guidance.
and you got all these other different things in your ear. It's easy to steer astray away. You know.
So Keante, let me ask you this. So do you think that, like you say, it's not too much stuff that for you guys to do, the youth to do? So you think if it's more recreational stuff or
Most
more
definitely.
park
And
districts
I'm
or
not gonna
something
say
like
it's not a lot because it is out here. It's just that
they don't want to
The
get
parent,
into it?
the parent ain't gonna put them into it.
the parents and just how we go
okay.
about like promoting and getting the word out there, because these people they gon' put the music videos and the rap videos in your ear way before they do some positive stuff. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? That's why I feel like, you feel me, I'm blessed to be in a position where
Yes,
I am
you are,
now,
baby.
because
Yes, you are.
it's been so many people who walked up on me on the street. Oh, you that boy, do this. Like, man, I'm trying to get out the street. I'm trying to tap into some, and that be feeling good, bro. Like, man, it's been times where
that's
people,
good.
before I even started driving, bro, when I was still on the streets and like the whole reawakening thing, before I even started getting more into my name, that's what really like boosted me up in the city. So people would just walk up on me on the street, and we from the city, so you can't just be walking up on people like that. But
right.
I be thinking, man, somebody trying to get on that with me, and it was a group of guys, man. I think I was coming home from school or something. I was coming from Chicago State, and they walked up on me, and I was prepared for whatever.
Now
I'm
you
like,
ready, right?
I'm like, what's up? They're like, hey, bro, check it out. I'm like, that check it out could mean two things, man. Chicago is good or bad, but they just like, hey, bro, I see what you were doing, bro. I'm trying to get out this life, bro. And I see what you were doing, bro. You doing like me, and like whatever you could do for me. And I don't be trying to like promise nobody nothing, but I never like, push nobody away. I always be like, you know what,
Right.
call me or just hit me up. Cause
Yeah, go ahead,
I know how it is out here.
Influence
So
that. Now, how was it? Because how many seasons of The Real Waking you did?
I only did one. So I came around like when it was really, really at its
Yeah,
peak.
because
So
I caught a little bit of it, because I had some of my kids watching it because I'm used to the old school way.
yeah,
Oh, that was the bomb.
I know what that is too.
You know what I'm saying? We
I
used to
got
go-
the whole little
Yeah, we
collector
used to
thing.
go
I
to the
got it
crib
all.
on Saturdays at 12 o'clock.
Couldn't wait to look
Yeah.
at it.
You'll be begging your mom, could you stay up? That's that.
For
Watch
sure.
that. You know what I'm saying? So now, so Deontay Fame, he was doing
Yeah,
that.
Dante Fan. He was
sorry.
yeah, Dante Fan. He
Uh-huh.
was the original creator of
I
the
love
newer
it.
Reawakening. Once I did Misty Story, that was my first time acting.
Mm-hmm.
I had went through a few fake agencies before that. I was like, man, I ain't gonna get my big break, bro. I'm just gonna keep going. Whatever happens, just happens. So I was
know
still
you right,
doing it,
Keante.
but Fang, I really, gotta, apply him for just giving me that break
Chance.
because
Right,
I didn't
yeah.
know how. Like I seen it, I was flipping through channels and I actually just found the real work. And I was like, man, these guys they look like me. They young.
Right,
This
right,
look like some
right,
urban.
right.
I could do
Cornbread and
that.
all that. Right,
Yeah,
right,
for sure.
right,
That's
right.
exactly who I seen first. I seen
Right.
the cornbread, and because I'm like, I could do this.
Right.
And at the time, I really didn't know how big the real awakening was. So when I did it, I was just ready to act. So I'm in the game. He put me in a. So now I'm learning how to deal with the clout of social media because now I'm getting all these friend requests. The female hit me. I'm like, man, what's going on? What's going on?
No,
And
right,
then
right,
family,
right.
he just tell me like, man, this we got the city on lock with this local TV show and it's getting bigger and bigger. So from that, man, I just kept doing it, just kept building a name for myself, and I'm like, man, I want to take it this serious. I don't want to be
Serious,
known.
yeah.
Excuse me, I want to be known as local actor or just doing urban. So I want to be able to show people like, nah, I'm taking this serious. I'm taking classes now. So
That's
you
what's
feel me?
up.
Doing the reawakening, bro. That ain't do nothing, but I just use that platform and just expand on it, bro. That was like my humble beginning right there.
All right, we're gonna get the final thoughts out
Yeah.
here. Now,
For sure.
Keontae, I'm gonna let you give the final thoughts.
Hmm
Can we do this? Can we let Keante do the final thoughts? And we'll give final thoughts and tell us, and we'll say what we learned from Keante.
Okay, that's cool.
I like that. I like that.
So I'm gonna let you go with the final thoughts. What the final thought that you would tell somebody that's, like you say, trying to get out of it or even trying to start that don't want to head in that direction, but like you say, you had your mother, your grandmother, and you did it. It wasn't you didn't use no father figure or nothing. What would you tell
Yeah,
a
I would tell them like, don't. It might sound cliche everything I'm about to say, but it's I'm living
Be
proof of
real,
that.
Keante.
Like don't let your circumstances make you feel like you can't come out of whatever
Come on,
situation
baby. Come
you
on.
in because it's possible. If you know you don't, you feel me, got them role models in your life or the mother your father figures out, it's some out here that's willing to take you in. And
Absolutely.
I know so many people, and I feel like that's another thing going back into, we talking about guidance. Like I feel like even if the parents don't want to show up in the kid, like if you see a kid out here struggling, I feel like we should stop being so judgmental because I hate that
on.
myself. Like even when my mom and grandma, they see like, man, these young punks they ain't doing nothing. I'd be like, Mom, you feel me? You don't never know what they going through.
Yeah, I say that all the time.
And we be so big on like, oh, Chicago just this messed up and ain't nobody doing nothing.
Yeah.
If you see a kid out here, you see them like, why you just take it in? Some of
Take
these
'em
kids,
in.
they don't even
don't
have nothing
know.
to eat. They don't even know. So they
Yeah.
just doing what somebody else tell them and what they see. So
I love it.
I feel like all you gotta do is just talk to a kid, just take them in, just be there for them, be a mentor.
Yeah,
But
that's all
going
they
into
need.
those final thoughts, man, just don't let your circumstances define you. Number one, I always be willing to network and talk. Like you ain't gotta just be so focused on who you know in your inner circle. If you really want to make it out of your situation, you gotta be able to be uncomfortable and talk to the people you never thought you could be able to approach. And you never know where life will take you, man. You just gotta be able to want it. You feel me? You gotta want that change, and change will come if you gotta go out here and find them resources. And if you
Absolutely.
can't find none, use me. Period.
I like that. Well, man, I learned so much from this.
Oh,
Brother.
absolutely.
This brother. Man, I appreciate you coming.
I appreciate y'all, man. I love
learned
what
a
y'all
lot
doing.
from the insight of the youth, and for you to be like you say, don't judge and all that.
Yeah.
And what really made me come up when I was talking to Fave about the youth, one at my job, one of the guys, his name Tony Capone. Shouts out to Tony Capone. He was the one. He said, "Man, I was talking to one of the young guys that work with us named Devontae. He said, man, he like, yeah, man, I heard Roger got a podcast. So Devontae, like, he's like, yeah, I heard Roger got a podcast. So Tony, like, you saw it? Like, yeah, look, he like, I looked at it, but it ain't nothing I would get into. It's like, it ain't nothing about the youth. You know what I'm saying? So I say, So I called Ty. I said, man, we got to run with this. I said, we got to start getting some youth on here. We get the older people, but I want to have it all because we want to help everybody. And what I see from what you did, you just helped everybody with this. And once again, I thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. God continue to bless you.
Appreciate y'all. We locked in, man. We locked in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You keep going. What time your podcast air when?
Yeah,
every Sunday at 6 p.m. You can catch it on YouTube. I got all the links on my Facebook and Instagram.
Give them your social medias, Keante.
Yeah, my podcast is called Talks with Tay the actor or whatever. You can find it on the While I Can page on YouTube at Talks with Tay. My Facebook, Keante D. Smith. Instagram, Tay the actor. That's TAYYDAACTOR_. And yeah, chill, man.
So y'all be looking out for his next projects, Keante. Man, we thank you.
A whole lot of big stuff dropping this shit. Appreciate y'all too, man. I want to come back. This.
I appreciate it, man. Faye, you know I can't let you go without you.
I just want to my final thought would be I'm so proud of you, Keante.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing, even when you don't want to do what you're doing, because there's going to be times that you're not going to want to do it. Keep doing it, baby. You're doing an awesome job. And I also want to tell the parents out there, check into your children's life.
Yes.
It's not about you anymore. Check into your children's life. And I want to tell you also to share this podcast. Don't share it because of us. Share it because this baby.
Yes.
Share it because of what's going on in Chicago.
Please.
And also, if you want to get something together for the youth, because you heard the baby, he said, we don't have anything to do. Thank God he had an outlet. And I also want to tell the youth, if you want to act, sing, rap, cut hair, whatever it is that you want to do, baby, you can do it.
Put your mind to it.
Put your mind to it. Just walk into a barbershop and tell them, hey, I want to cut hair, but I don't know where to start. And I promise you somebody will help you. Or if you're scared to do that, email us. Facebook us. I'm willing to help. Are you willing to help?
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm willing to help. I'm willing to help.
I want to chime in on the youth so much, and we can do, because it's crazy that, like Keante said, it's crazy that the older people look at the youth like he says on
with disgust, like bad.
He had to tell them, like, man, you don't know what they went through.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, it's crazy, man. Put your pants up and just
they don't know,
man. You know, and don't use, I get it, the father figure thing, you know what I'm saying? I was guilty for that. You see what this brother did, you see me or whatever. Man, don't use that. It's always other outlets out here. So, man, once again, we thank you so much.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Hey, what you done, sweet? I want to cut you off.
I'm done.
So, give you a few announcements once again. You already got Keante information. Follow him.
Yes,
check him
absolutely.
out on YouTube. Check out his movie on Tubi.
Yeah.
Please look at it. He got plenty of them. So you can email us at lightsconversationpc@gmail.com. Follow us on all social media platforms. YouTube. Share. Subscribe.
Please.
Live Conversation. Check out Keante podcast as well. Talking with Tay. Man, we thank y'all. Y'all know I'm finna give y'all my famous quote. Life is good.
Peace.
7KL Productions presents Life's Conversation. This podcast is mind-blowing. The conversations are life-changing. We're going to talk about overcoming and accepting things in life, life's elevation, life's obstacles, and challenges. Tune in every Tuesday at 5 p.m. with your hosts, Roger Gibson and Christy Love. You can find us on all social media platforms. Tune in.